Welcome, future innovators. Today, we're diving into the realm of creativity, where ideas collide like particles in a cosmic dance. I'm Quentin Quackenthal, your humble apprentice in the pursuit of knowledge.
I'm Dr. Anthony, and I'll be your guide through this intellectual adventure.
Professor, it's an honor to assist you in elucidating the intricacies of creative cognition.
Well, Quentin, I'm glad you're here to help me Einstein this presentation. Get it, Einstein? I'm fine. Steining. Oh, never mind?
Indeed, Professor. Your wordplay is as perplexing as Schrodinger's cat. Speaking of Einstein, shall we commence our discourse on the creative genius of Albert Einstein?
Absolutely. Our first group will be presenting on the creativity of Albert Einstein, viewed through the lens of Robert Sternberg's theories. They'll be relatively speaking about his groundbreaking work.
Oh, I see what you did there, Professor. Einstein's creativity was indeed relative to his time. The group will undoubtedly illuminate how his cognitive processes aligned with Sternberg's triarchic theory of intelligence.
You got it, Quentin. They'll be exploring how Einstein's analytical, creative, and practical abilities combine to revolutionize physics. It's sure to be an enlightening presentation.
Indubitably, Professor. Einstein's ability to conceptualize abstract ideas and translate them into practical applications was truly remarkable. I'm certain the group will elucidate how his creative process exemplified Sternberg's investment theory of creativity.
Well, Quentin, I hope they don't get too boring with the details. Get it, like Niels Bohr, the physicist?
Ah, yes, Professor. Your attempt at humor is as elusive as dark matter. Perhaps we should redirect our focus to the subsequent presentation.
Right you are, Quentin.
Our next group will be presenting on the creativity of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, also through the lens of Sternberg's theories. It's sure to be a solid presentation.
Exactly, Quentin. They'll be exploring how The Rock has wrestled with different forms of creativity throughout his career. From the WWE ring to Hollywood, he's shown remarkable adaptability.
Indeed, Professor. The juxtaposition of Einstein and Johnson is quite intriguing. I anticipate the group will analyze Johnson's multifaceted career through Sternberg's propulsion theory of creative contributions.
You're right, Quentin. The Rock has certainly rocked the entertainment world with his creativity. I can't wait to see what the group cooks up for us.
Your culinary puns are as tasteless as a neutron, Professor. However, I concur that Johnson's creative trajectory will provide ample material for analysis. Shall we proceed to introduce the final group?
Easy there, Quentin. No need to neutron me down. But yes, let's move on to our final group.
Excellent, Professor. I hypothesize that this group will synthesize the theoretical frameworks we've discussed and apply them in a novel context, much like the fusion of hydrogen atoms in a stellar nursery.
Well, aren't you a little star student, Quentin? But you're right. This group will be showcasing their own creativity while connecting it back to Sternberg's theories. It's like a creative chain reaction.
Your nuclear wordplay is fissionable at best, Professor. Nevertheless, I'm eager to observe how this group will manifest Sternberg's concepts in a tangible, creative endeavor.
I'm sure it'll be elementary for them, Quentin. They've been working hard on this project, and I'm excited to see what they've come up with.
Indeed, Professor. The anticipation is causing my neurons to fire at an accelerated rate. I'm particularly curious to see how they'll incorporate Sternberg's ideas on wisdom and intelligence into their creative process.
Well, Quentin, I hope they don't make any boring mistakes. But even if they do, that's part of the creative process, right?
Your repetition of the Bohr pun is as redundant as a tautology, Professor. However, you raise a salient point about the iterative nature of creativity. Failures often serve as catalysts for innovation, much like how failed experiments led to the serendipitous discovery of penicillin.
You're absolutely right, Quentin. Creativity often involves taking risks and learning from our mistakes. It's all part of the quantum leap towards innovation.
Your quantum analogy is surprisingly apt, Professor. Just as quantum particles exist in a superposition of states until observed, creative ideas often exist in a state of potential until they're realized through action and reflection.
Well, Quentin, I think we've given our audience a good overview of what to expect today. Any final thoughts before we kick things off?
Indeed, Professor. I believe we've provided a comprehensive prelude to the intellectual feast that awaits us. The confluence of Einstein's revolutionary theories, Johnson's transformative career, and our peers' creative endeavors, all viewed through the prism of Sternberg's work, promises to be as enlightening as the discovery of cosmic background radiation.
Wow, Quentin, that was quite a mouthful, but you're right. We're in for a treat today. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road.
Your astronomical puns continue to baffle me, Professor. Nevertheless, I concur that it's time to initiate this symposium of creativity. May our synapses fire with the intensity of a supernova as we embark on this intellectual odyssey.
All right, everyone, let's give a warm welcome to our first group presenting on Albert Einstein. Remember, the theory of relativity states that time flies when you're having fun, so let's have a blast.